Howdy, as Von Miller would say after every interview. Sup, Mile High here, back again with a new video, and today I'll be previewing this Sunday's game, Broncos versus Jaguars. And last week, the Broncos, they played very well against the Giants. Again, it's the Giants, it's just one game of the season. And the Jags get killed against the Texans, and their coach may go back to college because he's a pussy. And, Urban Meyer is just one of those gay names like Lincoln Riley, and I don't care. What's his name? Who's the coach of Bama? I forgot. Nick Saban. Like, they'll never succeed in the NFL because they're pussies and they want to dominate a bunch of young men at their own level, I guess. I don't know. In college because they love college. I don't know. All right, so let's get back to the NFL. The real man, like where the big boys play. The actual money. Like it's spread it around. Um, so the Broncos they had a good W against the Giants in New York, and there's a damn pigeon right there. And then the Jags, they got blown out. I think it was in Houston. Yeah, it was in Houston against the Texans. Tyrod Taylor whipped them. Uh, Lawrence threw 3 picks, but at the same time, we can't take these guys lightly. They have really nothing to lose. They haven't won in a year. So, and this is their home opener. Home opener. I think we'll have a lot of Bronco fans there. They'll travel to Jacksonville. I don't think it'll be more than New York because New York obviously they have a real fan base. Jacksonville, who cares? Their best team is the damn Saints, but can't take them lightly, man. They got receivers like Chark, sure not. The guy that they got out of Colorado, they got James Robinson, Miles Jack at linebacker. It's gonna be tough. And Trevor Lawrence, you never know if he will have the breakout game. Hopefully not against us, but he may have some deep passes because our corner depth is only down to 3 guys now because Michael O's hurt. Darby tore a little bit of his hammy, I think. I don't know. He's out for 3 weeks. And then the receiver depth, Judy, he had an ankle sprain out for 4 6 weeks. This is why I did not want to trade Tim Patrick. I did not want to trade Bryce Callahan before the season starts. What was the point? I don't care about the cap space for next year. Are we competing this year? Are we competing this year? Yes, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. That's why I didn't want to get rid of Tim Patrick or Bryce Callahan. We need those guys. We need all of them next week. This week, I meant. I think we'll win by double digits. I think this offense needs to run the ball better. They didn't run the ball good against the Giants because they had a good front seven. Lawrence and Williams are pretty solid. They have Blake Martinez at linebacker, so they stopped the run pretty well. Except like the last run, obviously, was a Melvin Gordon touchdown. Didn't really matter at the end of the day, but it was a nice touchdown to cap off the game. Yeah, we have to run the ball better with Javonte and Melvin. We gotta get those tight ends going too. Like the tight ends are really good last week. I hope we get to see that again. I want to see Cortland Sutton in this game more because he only got 1 reception. He only got targeted like 3 times. One was like an overthrow by Teddy Bridgewater, which I never knew he can overthrow a player. One was I don't know what was the other one, but I know he got targeted 3 times. So he made one catch. It was a big clutch diving 4th down to move the chains and like didn't that set up the touchdown? It set up something. I don't know. But Cortland Sutton needs to get more involved because Judy's gone. Hamler's going to be in the slot, so there you go. Um, yeah, so we got to get him more involved. He has to, that drop last week was terrible. You got to clean that up. Tim Patrick, he's just going to do Tim Patrick things. The guy's a stud, undrafted, and, he's proven himself ever since last year. I knew this guy was going to be our number one guy when the Cortland Sutton went down. I knew he was going to be the number one guy because he's been here a while, and he's a vet, and I'm happy that he's on this team. Even if he's not here next year, he's going to help this team this year, and he's a solid receiver, man. I know he's a late bloomer, but he's pretty good, man. I can't wait. Tim Patrick's a beast. And then the running backs, Javonte and Melvin, they got to get going. O-line, they got to improve. I know Glasnow had that heartbeat thingy. I think he's back in practice. I don't know. Defense, I hope we get more sacks because the Jacksonville O-line is terrible. Hey, there's a Blue Jay right there. That's cool. Fucking birds everywhere, man. Yeah. And yeah, we have to get to the quarterback more. We only had 2 sacks. Let's try to get more turnovers as well. Because the Jags threw 3 picks to the Texans, and the Texans they only had 3 picks all year last year. So we gotta get the turnovers. Hopefully our corners. Hopefully PS2 gets one, maybe, maybe Justin Simmons gets a pick. You know, yeah. Also, we could have had some picks last week, but we dropped them. Like Kyle Fuller dropped one, and Justin Simmons dropped one, and I think Josie Jewell dropped one, but he made up for it with the forced fumble. But you know, this game's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be hard, but it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be middle of the pack. I got us winning 31-20. I don't think it's gonna be that. It's not gonna be a very convincing win, but it's not gonna be a really stressful win. I think they'll get like a garbage time touchdown at the end. It'll probably be like 31-13, and then they get a garbage touchdown the same way Daniel Jones got the garbage touchdown, maybe because our defense won't play that tough at the end because we already won the damn game, so it doesn't matter. Um, it should be fun, man. 1 o'clock game on the East Coast is tough. Usually for the Broncos, but they won a East Coast game at the beginning of the year, and they're gonna go to the same time zone, so they're gonna be used to it. And then after that game, we got the home opener in the Mile High City, Denver. I can't wait. That's gonna be I know it's against the Jets, but it's gonna be a nice game, man. Seeing the Bronco fans back at the home stadium, it's gonna be nice seeing the packed house for the Broncos. They packed the damn preseason game. You think they're gonna pack that regular season game, man? That home opener, it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, that's my prediction. 21-20. People, I look at a lot of people's predictions. It's way too much of a score. We're not putting up 40 points. Like I don't get. We don't have the offense to put up 40 points on anyone, man. We have to chew up clock with our team, with our offense. We have to chew up a lot of clock and put up points efficiently. Like we can't fucking just like Mahomo, like Allen, like all those other. We don't have those type of quarterbacks and uh, coordinators and coaches that we can just fucking launch the ball down the field all the time and score. Like we can't put up that many points. I don't see us putting up 40. I think the most we'll put up is 30. That's why I got us putting up 31. Maybe a rushing touchdown again by Gordon. Maybe a rushing touchdown by Javante. Man, I want to see him get a TD. Um, a touchdown maybe to Fant because I want to see him get a TD because he played very well, very fucking well last week. He played very well. And if Fant plays well, then he's going to be our guy for a long time at tight end, man. And Albert O, he's playing well too. We can have a good 2 tight end combo, man. Like those 2 guys are really solid. Like Albert O, yeah, he got hurt. Yeah, he wasn't healthy last year, and he did fumble last game, but he made up for it with that touchdown at the end and his blocking. So that's really it. I got us winning. Obviously. I don't see us losing this game. If we do, I hope Teddy gets benched because it'll probably be his fault because I don't see our defense playing bad against the Jags. I see, we got to run the ball and be a little conservative, man. We got to have a good running game. Like I said last week, we didn't have a good running game, and we just fucking torched their corners, all their corners that they signed. We torched everybody, and Bridgewater did a good job last week. Let's see if he can repeat it, and hopefully get the W. And we get that W this week, and then we can go on and move on to home and play in front of the 5280, the Mile High City Riders, whatever, and fucking hopefully get a W against the Jets. Peace.